Happy Monday. Good afternoon. How is everybody? How are the queens? And I think we do have a couple of kings in this group. So I'm kind of signed on a few minutes early to give everybody a chance to join. Going to start at 8:45. Okay, we have a few minutes. So if you come to this video, you can skip forward because I'm going to actually start at 8:45. I wanted to kind of tune in early, so people, the queens can actually start tuning in. Reminders. I'm gonna send out some reminders going out here. Let's see. Hibody team for real changes. Real changes. Just so excited. So excited to change for the better. For the healthier version of myself. Let's see. So I actually posted a couple of flyers in our group, and one was about the detox cleansing colon, because a lot of times when it's been a while since you've used products, you can kind of forget. I mean, it's a detox, but you can kind of forget what exactly it does and how important it is to your body to do this, to detox. So what I did here, I kind of created a flyer that, if anyone asks you about the detox, and I hear a lot of great results, or have heard as well, a lot of great results about the detox. Um, it's just amazing how it keeps your colon cleansed, and we know about 50,000 people a year die from just colon cancer. How it helps your vitamins absorb better in your system when your body is detoxed, and it helps with your bowel movement. You will be surprised at how, I'm still surprised at how many conversations I have about bowel movements with people. I ask them, if you don't mind me asking, um, do you use the bathroom on a regular basis? And I get no constantly. People have so many complications for just expelling waste out of their system, and this is a natural way of doing that. I love how even when we have our samples, there is a breakdown of each ingredient in those capsules. So it's an awesome thing, and it helps, with the digestive tracts. It helps, when you're cleaning and detoxing your body, to get the, your body immune system better, and it helps you to fight off diseases when you don't have all those toxins in your body. Okay, so I posted that flyer for you to share. Those are easy, simple ways of, sharing more about your product and sending out a sample um, to people who just need to be healthy and feel better. Okay, and so my next flyer that I posted, and we have 1 minute before I start, was the Hibody Relaunch Health and Wellness Weight Loss Challenge, in which I put the products on the flyer that we're going to actually use. Now, I'm going to go over the meal plan. I believe it's tomorrow on the calendar. Let me look at the calendar here. In a month. Okay. Month here. The calendar tonight. We are going to do the weigh-in, go over that, and the measurements. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the meal plan. I already posted that. You can kind of review over that, and I'll kind of break it down how we're going to go through the meal plan. We're going to talk about your exercise plan. What does that look like, and how you're going to fit it into your daily routine. We're going to also Wednesday, same time, 8:45, 9 p.m. talk about your journal, and how you're going to help this process by documenting this and having something for you, some success stories, and your affirmations. Okay, affirmations actually help you with staying positive, staying focused, just motivating yourself and feeling so much better. Okay. And July 1st will be the Hibody relaunch. July 1st, and I call it a relaunch is because although I've been using the products, I haven't been at a disciplined state of saying, okay, I need to take it like it's designed to take to lose the weight I need to lose. So what I'm looking at is saying, hey, let's do this together. Let's be accountable to one another. Let's cheer each other on, encourage one another, and rejoice and clap for each pound that we lose. Um, you know, taking that step towards a healthier direction. So July 1st, everybody pretty much who ordered their packets, it should be in. We should be starting. I'll explain all of those things as I go. I'm going to come on 6 o'clock that morning and 6 o'clock that evening. but we'll kind of walk through this process together for 30 days. Okay? So here we are. You all. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about a few things on, I know, let me check here to see if I got anybody signed in yet. Not yet, not yet. Okay, so I wanted to go over the weigh-in. It's so important. I went and bought a scale, okay? Went and bought a scale. Last time I purchased a scale, it was like the scale from hell. Because every time I stepped on it, I was gaining weight. And every time King Lawson stepped on it, he was losing weight. And I'm like, this was all in a matter of 2-3 minutes. I would gain in 2 or 3 minutes, and he would lose, and he would lose. So we had to take that scale back. But anyway, invest in a scale that's going to help you to determine where you are. Now, there are many people who don't want to step on the scale because they immediately think that it's something that could be frustrating, it's something that could be overwhelming to know that they have not been making the decisions. Let me put it this way. I knew I wasn't making the decisions to not have gained the weight I did. For instance, I didn't want to know that I gained that much weight. So if I stayed away from the scale, then I would not have to face the truth that of things that I actually knew. So when I did step on the scale, there was a scale in front of Publix, before you even go in the door. I just love this at Publix, There's a scale that you can step on before you go into Publix, okay? Now, to me, that's a sign. Publix actually, a lot of times the produce is at the beginning, and it's called healthy foods. So if those are healthy foods, with your produce, your fruits and vegetables or whatever, what all the other stuff in there? Is it not healthy? But anyway, weighing in, kind of put yourself in mind of what you actually need to purchase and buy and do, and the way you need to think. So, purchasing a scale, I needed to know, you need to know where you're starting, because this actually helps you to make a decision if you are serious. If you're serious. I needed to be serious. I needed to have a numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. They tell you in financial, in sales, when you calculate the numbers and you're doing statistics and percentages of certain things, they look at the consistency of what you're doing through numbers. Well, the consistency of weighing yourself and seeing that number, it told me that you're not exercising, you're eating things that are going to cause weight gain, you're not drinking the proper amount of water, and you're probably just sitting there and not feeling your very best, so you're frustrated. Excuse me. So anyway, you all, I bought this Lulo. I saw it by the coconut water, and I thought, okay, that's interesting. I wonder what that tastes like. Okay. So for example, sometimes people have never stepped on the scale, so they never know the experience. So they just think and assume in their head, I'm going to call out a number. I think I weigh this much, or I think that I'm this size. And a lot of the clothes that we wear are stretch clothes. So if they were really those hard cotton type clothes where they don't give, you'll know your real true size. So a lot of times we go through not knowing or not understanding or don't know what to expect, like even this drink that I'm about to drink and taste for the very first time. Sometimes we don't know what to expect and we don't want to know. Smells pretty good though. It's this fruit, lulo, this fruit from Colombia that they make this drink with. So for the very first time. Not bad. Okay. My throat was a little bit parched and I don't want to drink too much coffee. I had coffee later tonight and I'll be up all night if I do. So weigh-ins tell us numerically where we stand. It is a reality check. It is a way for us not to feel bad about ourselves, but it's a way to say, okay, you're here, and what are you going to do about it? So get on a scale and weigh in and get a journal. I bought this little, I'm going to use this as my journal for about 50 cents, okay, to write down my weigh-in. And I was surprised. I'm going to post my before and after. So you want to take a picture of your weigh-in. Now this is no judgment zone. Here I wear 200.6 of 200 pounds. No, 204.6. And I can go through all of the stories, all of the things that, you know, could make me feel bad about this number, but this number tells me where I am. And a lot of times we do things like, oh my God, I've never been that big. Oh my God, you know, I wasn't that big when I was pregnant, and this is me. You know, I can't believe I've gained this much weight. And okay, so after I've done all of that, after I've gone through all of that drama that I have to go through of saying this number, now I need to just look at the number and say, what am I going to do with this number? I'm going to reduce it down, okay? So how much am I going to reduce it, and what will that take? It's almost like saying how much money I need to make to save for a car. How many hours am I going to work? What am I going to do to make extra money to put aside? How am I going to work this problem? And that's what we have to find solutions for a problem. So I'm looking at this number like, how can I reduce this number? Because this number is not working for me, because this number is contributing to me being exhausted, tired. Is it contributing to me not being comfortable in my clothing? It's contributing to when I go out, I'm extremely hot. I'm short breath, especially wearing these masks. I still wear my mask, even though I've had my shots. You know, so it's all contributing to that, you know. And when I lay down at night, you know, you sleeping well? Because, you know, all of this is contributing to that. So I know that I have to reduce this number. So the weigh-in is so important. The weigh-in is important. So you want to weigh in, okay? Now, I want to give myself a weigh-in period. And I know, you know, for instance, I'm a member of PF, and I'm a member there. I need to go more often. So I'm not going to say try. I need you to, if you use the word try, if you ever use the word try, just ball up that word and throw it in the trash. Because you don't try to walk, you don't try to talk. So just ball up that word, because that will prevent you from doing what you need to do. In Honduras, they don't understand what the word try means. You either do it or you don't. They can't comprehend try. What do you mean you're going to try? You either going to attend the meeting or you're not. You're either going to be committed to something or you're not. There's no try. So let's be committed regardless. Okay, make a decision to be committed. So, okay, so in every 7 days, we're going to do a weigh-in, and you're going to journal that. So take a picture of the scale of your first day, because see, The reason why you're taking that picture is because you want to have proof of where you started and where you're going. Okay? So you must weigh in. Also, measurements. We're going to talk about that at 9 o'clock. So I wanted to kind of cover a few more things in the next 3 minutes. Raising the standards. We are now going to raise the standards. Sometimes when you're used to, it's almost like when you're in a circle and you're trying to break out of that circle. The circle will be the 12 months in the year, and we're coming around to the holidays again. We're coming through the summer, so you have the summers, you have the holidays, you have the new year. Then it seems like you have Valentine's Day. Then you're back round to the summer, and the same thing over and over. And a lot of people make an excuse for saying, hey, the holidays are coming, so I can't change my eating habits. I want to enjoy the holidays. And it's all a decision. Changing is all a decision of saying, okay, you can enjoy the holidays, but do you have to have all the food that you're piling up on the plate? We do that out of habit. So maybe to taste the food and not to fill yourself up to the point that you're gaining all that weight, just to participate in tasting the food. Like, it's almost like when you're cooking, you're tasting everything. You're kind of like tasting everything to see how it tastes. But once you develop these good habits and put them in place, then those things won't bother you, because you're replacing things that cause you to gain weight and cause you to become, ill, because cause you to become diseased in your body. So the weigh-in will help you to establish those numbers and where you're starting. Okay, so we're going to talk about, more so the meal plan tomorrow. We're going to talk about, what exercises and what are going to, things that are going to work for you. And you need to, my daughter said this, when she wasn't happy with her weight, so she started working out. And, of course, she's young. And she said she has to get up like it is a job and clock in to start working out. She has to see it like it's a job. This is a part of my job to be healthy. If I'm going to remain in this body, if I want my body to last for many years, if I'm carrying this house with me, how healthy do I want my house? And you can think of your house as a building. You can think of your house as, what shape is your house? Is it a tent? Is it a shack? Is it, a one-bedroom apartment? Is it a mansion? Is it a skyscraper? Is it a a big building? Where you are just having a lot of maintenance issues. So you got to think of, do you want to live in a mansion where everything is taken care of, and you have a quality of life and health? So you're carrying your body around. This is your house. This is your body. What state will you leave that body in? Um, you know. So the most important thing is that I'm doing tonight is the weigh-in. So I have my scale. Take a picture of that. Then I want to talk to you about the measurements. Now on the measurements, you're going to need, now you all know that we have reshapers. I don't know if you want, now I have my reshaper on now. I don't know if you want to after your first 7 days, or maybe your first 14 days, say, hey, I'm now ready to buy a reshaper to help me to mold and sculpt. I know when I stopped wearing my reshaper, my stomach muscles kind of got relaxed, and that was the thing. It helped my stomach muscles to be more to be more tight to be more tighter to be tighter than they were before. It really did. And when I stopped wearing it, I could tell that my stomach muscles were not where it should be. So when you're doing your measurement, and this is great because you want to have your numbers, you want to do this. Also, this is what I usually do for customers as well. You want to go right up under your breast, right up under there, like your bra line. You want to go there, and you want to do your first measurement, or get someone else to measure you. Either way, do your first measurement, and then go in your waist right across your belly button. And let me see if I can. Okay, so you want to go right up under here. And you want to keep these measurements because you know what? Sometimes you may not see the pounds go fast, but you may see the inches. You might be shrinking in inches. So you want to go here. That's the thorax. You want to go right across the belly button. And mine is a little bit skewed because I have my reshaper on. So I'm going to take it without my reshaper on. So this is across the belly. And you want to go across right across that butt, you know. Ooh. It's there, but it won't be there for long. So you want to go right across here, right across your pelvic area, and across the largest part of your behind, your butt. Okay, and you're going to do that. I also want you to take another measurement, which will be right across. You know, measure those thighs. Measure that thigh. And the reason why I want to do that because you can actually then see what the measurement will be for, you know, as you shrink. You'll be like, wow, you know, I lost 2 inches in my thighs. I mean, you will be surprised. I remember just shrinking down when I first got into Hibody, and I was shrinking down, and I know it works. I know it works when you work your system. You work the system of it. It works. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to work through the process of using the weight loss package that we purchased, and we're going to work the system and have testimonies, awesome testimonies. So I showed you the measurements. We talked about the weigh-in, and so tomorrow night I'll be on, and at 8:45 we're going to go through the meal plan, and we'll talk about some exercises that are helpful for you. Okay, lots of love. I love you. I want you to be successful. We're going to do this and have some awesome results. Looking forward to talking to you soon. You have a great evening.